Hello, St. Andrews, and welcome to this week's Holy Week edition of Chancel Chat. I want to begin by responding to a question that somebody asked. It's a very interesting question, and that is, when does Lent officially end? Well, that depends on which Lent you're talking about. There are really two seasons of Lent. There's penitential Lent, and then there's liturgical Lent. And liturgical Lent ends with the services of the Holy Eucharist on Holy Thursday or Maundy Thursday. That Maundy Thursday liturgy marks the beginning of the Triduum, the three sacred days of Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and the Great Easter Vigil on Saturday. So liturgical Lent ends with on Holy Thursday. But penitential Lent doesn't end until just before the Great Easter Vigil on Saturday evening. So liturgical Lent is a little bit shorter than penitential Lent. Penitential Lent is 40 days. So that's the answer to that question. What I'd like to do now is to simply run through the Holy Week schedule as it exists and encourage you to participate in it as often as you are able during this most important week in the church year for us. First of all, we begin with Tenebrae this evening, Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. in the sanctuary. On Thursday, we have services at Eucharist and foot washing at 7 a.m. and at 12:10 p.m. here at St. Andrews. Following the 7 a.m. service, we'll have a fellowship breakfast in the parish house. And then we will go to St. Paul's Lutheran Church in Hainesport for a fellowship dinner at 6 p.m., followed by the Holy Thursday Eucharist beginning at 7:30 p.m. We will be maintaining a vigil in the chapel from 9 p.m. on Thursday evening until 9 a.m. on Friday morning. There's a sign-up sheet. We have all the hours filled except for 2 hours. So I'm very, very pleased that we'll be able to maintain a vigil in the chapel during the evening between Holy Thursday and Good Friday. Good Friday is going to be a very busy day here at St. Andrews. At 10 o'clock, we have a Children's Stations of the Cross in the sanctuary, and it's open to all children of the parish. Then at 11 o'clock, the regular adult version, I guess you could say, of Stations of the Cross. And at 12 o'clock, from 12 until 3 p.m., the traditional 3-hour Good Friday liturgy sponsored by the Rancocas Valley Clergy Association will be held at the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Mount Holly, which is on Monmouth Avenue. And then at 7 p.m., we will have our traditional Good Friday liturgy here at St. Andrews, including the veneration of the cross. And then on Saturday, the Great Easter Vigil, the third day of the Triduum. The vigil will begin with the lighting of the new fire outside in front of the church at 7:30 p.m. We're privileged to have 2 baptisms this year: Calabria Rose Greco, an infant, and Virginia Carol Trombetta, an adult. So we'll celebrate the sacrament of baptism. Following the first Eucharist of Easter at the Great Easter Vigil, we'll be having a little celebration in the parish house, a wine and cheese party. The wine will be provided by the church. If you could bring your favorite cheese and cracker to share with others, that would be wonderful. And then on Sunday, the sunrise service, again sponsored by the Rancocas Valley Clergy Association on the Mount at 6:30 a.m. We'll be having festival Eucharists here at St. Andrews at 8 a.m. and then again at 10 a.m. So it's a very busy time of the year, but a wonderful time. And as I mentioned, we encourage you to participate as often as you are able, especially the wonderful events of the 3 days of the Triduum, and then, of course, Easter Sunday as well. Looking ahead, Susan and I are going to be taking a few days of vacation during Easter week. We'll leave on Monday the 17th and return on Friday the 21st. In my absence, both Deacon Joe and our priest associate, Father Tin, will be available to respond to any pastoral emergencies that may occur during my absence. If you do have a pastoral emergency or need pastoral care of any kind, please contact Chris in the parish office, and she'll see that either Deacon Joe or Father Tin will respond to your need. And then looking ahead to the end of the month, on Sunday, April 30th, we'll be celebrating the rite of confirmation here at St. Andrews. The Right Reverend James Otley, who is a retired Bishop of Panama, will be the celebrant and preside over the confirmation. He will have two of his grandchildren, Natalie and Lucas, will be in the confirmation class. So a wonderful time of celebration for the entire parish. That will take place at the 10 o'clock service on Sunday, April 30th. And then the next weekend, we'll have the culmination of our spring stewardship campaign, which we're following the theme Called to Give. And we're fortunate to have the Chief Operating Officer of our diocese, Phyllis Jones, will be our preacher on May 7th, and she'll also lead us through the actual consecration aspect of the celebration. That's going to be a single service on Sunday, May 7th at 9 a.m. So please mark your calendars now and plan to be with us for this very important parish event. Immediately following the service, we'll be having a celebration brunch in the parish hall, and we'll be asking for your reservations as we move a little bit closer to that event. But please mark your calendars and make every effort to be with us on Sunday, May 7th for the culmination of our spring stewardship campaign, Consecration Sunday. So that's about all I have for today. Wishing you and your family a blessed Holy Week and Easter. And we'll talk again, not next week when I'll be away on vacation, but 2 weeks from today. God bless you.